Live on YouTube and Google+, it's Pageant Live. This is the place for glamour and style. Get great pageant tips you won't find anywhere else. Find out what you need to know before your next pageant. Post your questions and comments for our panel during the show. Learn great ideas about all aspects of pageantry. Here we go. Pageant Live starts right now.
Pageant Live is a show about anything you can think to do with pageantry, modeling, or the industry at all. You name it, we talk about it, and we'll try to discuss it all. I wanted to say a big hello to our live audience. And remember, if you would like to ask us a question, you can post them on Pageant Live Facebook or YouTube Live, and we will be sure to read them and answer your questions live. Before we get started, I have a few announcements to make. If any of you remember Miss Africa, Amanda Gomez, she is having an international photo search. It is going until September, and the person selected for this will be the face of Ramps to Runway, which is Amanda's business. So if you would like to contact her, you'll be able to. And then, Chastity, if you wanted to go ahead and share the link.
Now, Paige, while she's doing that, can you bring your pageant dog and show us your pageant dog?
Yeah, do you hear her screaming?
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
She's going to show that, and you can bring the pageant dog.
Okay, hold on.
Here we go, Chastity. Your blue screen. Go ahead.
All right. So this is the actual link. It's, what is it? www.rampstorunway.com. You can click on it. Here she has some past winners of hers, as well as what the competition rules are. I believe there's an age restriction, but you can come on here and see what it's all about, or you can look on the PS Privette, which is Pageant Live's Facebook page, and right here you see what the post is all about. Actually, right here, sorry, that's another one. But here you can come click on here and apply or try out for it.
I have my pageant dog here with me, the one that you heard screaming in the background. Come here, Dixie. Look.
Okay.
She's being crazy.
See, he just wanted to be on camera, that's all.
Yes, she did. Okay. Anyways, back to the other announcements. There's also the Dawn Reese show is looking for pageant reporters, and the people who have a press pass, and they'll be able to report on any type of pageant or other events in the local area. And it's a great opportunity for people who are interested in reporting. And you can see an example of the reporting on the Pageant Live Facebook, and I think Chastity also has that to show as well.
What she wrote on the Facebook page, Dawn Reese, was that if you're interested, to email her at Dawn Reese, DAWNREESE show, SHOW @yahoo.com, and send her an email and let her know what you would like to do.
Great. And we are still looking for people to join our show for the Princess Preteens and Teens. We want to have a show about that. And so we're calling for Princess Preteens and Teens current and formal title holders. So if you're interested in becoming a guest on Pageant Live and you're in those age ranges, you can contact us. And what you can do is you can have your parent accompany you on the show if you aren't comfortable coming on alone. And you're able to perform or show any talents that you have to a live audience, so everyone that's watching this now. And you can also talk about your charities and platforms and your achievements and things like that. So if you would like to come hang out and talk with your peers about competing, you can contact me at show@pageantlive.com. And I just wanted to go over the age ranges real quick. The princess ages are 9 and under, preteens 9 to 12, and teens 13 to 17. And we would like to have a preteen and teen hangout next Monday. So anyone watching, please contact me if you're interested. Okay, so I think we should go around and introduce ourselves. So, Chastity, you want to start with yourself?
Hello, I'm Chastity. I'm not in the pageant world. I come on this show just to be one of the insiders. I have 2 businesses, and I just like watching the show and see where it's going to go.
Thanks. And then, Dan, you can introduce yourself.
I'm Dan McDermott. I'm a friend of Craig's, and I'm not actually qualified to be here. I'm not a expert on on beauty pageants. But anyway, I'm just a friend of Craig's, and this is fun, and I know several people in here, so this is a blast for me.
That's great. And our friend Diana from Alabama, if you want to introduce yourself and tell us if you know anything about pageantry.
I am Diana from Alabama, and I've never been in a pageant before. I kind of do like watching them, so that's kind of why I'm in here with y'all, so I can kind of learn more about pageants, and so, yeah.
Thanks. Megan, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Megan Orsley. I'm Miss Florida International 2012, and I'm competing for Miss International in July 28th in Chicago.
Great. And then on the end is Pamela Privette. She's the owner of Pageantlive, and she's also my mother. So, I guess...
I was asleep at the switch a little bit. Can we redo Diana's introduction and Megan's one more time? Diana, do that one more time.
Sure, go ahead, Diana.
Hey, I'm Diane from Alabama, and I have never done pageant, but I'm really interested in learning more about it. And so, yeah.
Great. And then Megan, you want to introduce yourself again?
Hi, everyone. I'm Megan Orsley, Miss Florida International 2012, and I will be competing in Chicago on July 28th for Miss International.
And we just had Erin come in. Erin, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi everybody, I'm Erin McNeil. I'm from Scotland, and I'm competing in Chicago with Megan in a couple of days, maybe. I'll leave in 6 days, 5 days.
You do, don't you? And you're going somewhere before, right?
Yeah, I'm going on British television tomorrow to talk about Miss International.
That's great. What did you say, Megan?
Megan,
that's awesome.
Megan, I have a quick question. When was your computer restarted last, the one that you're on right now?
I just plugged it in and started. Do you want me to do it again?
Just started up, because for some reason your lower third is real grainy. Yeah, you might want to restart and come back in and see if we get a better connection.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's not readable. Yeah.
BRB.
You could just F5.
What does F5 do?
It refreshes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, okay.
You're talking about restarting the computer. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you.
She's restarting it just to see what happens, but okay. Go ahead, Paige.
Okay, sorry. So, Erin, could you tell us a little bit about the different contests you have won surrounding your pageant?
Yeah, I've done, actually, for the title that I have, I've not actually done that many pageants. I competed in Miss Great Britain International, where I came top 5, and that was my first ever pageant. I'm also Miss Scotland United Nations International, so I'll be going to Jamaica in November. I'm going to Paris in November as well. That's for Face of Europe. I'm going to Portugal in October. That's for Miss European. I'm going down to England in September. And you know what? I've got a new one. The minute I get back from Chicago, I'm off to London, England, to compete in Miss Supranational.
Okay, wait a minute, Erin. So how many titles are you holding currently?
At the moment, I hold 6 titles.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There is
Right
a lot
now
of,
you do?
yeah, there's a lot of debate about it, but I think it's down to the person. If they are the type of person that can give 100% to every title, fine. That's fine. Some people disagree. They say that you should focus on one organisation, one title, and give it 100%. But because of the type of person I am, I give 100% to everything. So to me, the more I've got, the harder I'm going to work.
Right. I don't see why there would be a reason that you can't have more than one title.
Besides who you forget, who you support, that'd be like all over the place. Which banner do you wear and what crown do you wear? That must be very interesting.
That's true. She probably wears them all at once.
There you go.
Her appearances.
It's very competitive here in the UK, and there has been very many accusations of, well, you just want titles so you can get a crown and banner.
I've gotten that accusation too.
Yeah, that's not the case whatsoever. I'm all for working for the title and what each individual organisation believes in. I research each one and make sure I do what they want, what they aim to do. I do an equal amount of appearances and work for each title. So I do as much for one as I do for the other. And I do, yeah.
I actually think we have a picture on Chastity's. Do you want to share that real quick? That's of you, Erin, and what is that?
At the Miss Northern Beauty 2012.
Oh, you got the hair award, the best
You
hair
look
award.
just like a Barbie.
Yeah.
But come in, you're
And then...
Yes, but we're in the middle of doing a show.
Mom, mute your mic.
Yeah, Pam, you need to mute your mic.
Bring me my purse.
Pam?
But you can't come in.
Mom!
I muted it for her.
Pam, you need to
In the middle of
mute.
the show. Dogs barking.
Mom! Alright, Megan.
Come in here.
So, what have you been up to lately? How has the modeling search gone? How's that been? Have you heard anything about it?
What?
Have you heard anything else about it? About the modeling
Yeah,
search?
if you on VenusModelSearch.com, if you go on, they posted it was supposed to be a top 10, but I guess they narrowed it down to a top 12. So you can go on there, and there's no voting anymore. But on August 9th, I'm competing in Jacksonville for
Oh my gosh.
Can everybody that has lower thirds kill your lower thirds now, and then we'll bring them back up later in the show when you get ready to leave, just so we can see you, okay? And we have a new visitor here, Stephanie.
Hi,
everyone. How are you, Paige?
Good, how are you? I just saw Stephanie the other day. I went to, or yesterday, wasn't it? Last night. Was your party last night?
No, the other night. Saturday night.
I went to Stephanie's party.
Yeah, my send-off.
That must have been a good party if you can't even remember when it was.
I know, right? I think I ate too much cake.
We got our days mixed up.
I know, right? That was a lot of fun. It was so good to see you. But did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us your title real quick?
My name is Stephanie Shavankov. I'm Miss Maryland Teen USA.
Great. And when, let me see, when are you leaving for Paradise Island? I know we ask you every time, but we want to...
Not tomorrow, but next Tuesday. So, 2 Tuesdays.
A week.
Yeah, a week.
From tomorrow.
It's crazy.
And you're excited? Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm already packing.
Are you? Are you nervous?
I don't think so. I mean, not yet. I hope I don't get nervous.
And I don't know about you, but when I pack for pageants, I don't do this for anything else. I have like outfits laid out, and I have a pair of earrings for each one. I have a pair of shoes for each one. It's so organized when you're going to a pageant. Something
right.
For each
I took
day.
pictures of each outfit with the jewelry, with the shoes. So it's all on my phone.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
I have it all in my suitcase right now. I just don't want to forget like the little things, like the hair stuff, and there's so much to look pretty.
I know, right? Megan and Erin, do you do that also?
Yeah, I put like a little Ziploc bag on top of the hanger that has like my earrings and like my bracelets in it, and then I put them all in like one zipper bag together, and then my shoes in the bottom with that.
And I never do that for anything else. If I'm going for a cake, I just throw it in there. But
it's like so new to me because, like in the UK, pageants are massive in the US and they are getting bigger in the UK. But obviously we plan and we get everything out. But you guys are so organised.
I know. That's only for pageants, though. I'm that way. But I wanted to remind everyone they can vote for Stephanie up to 10 times a day. And I don't know if you told us before, but I just figured out you can use the same email 10 times.
Yes, 10 times with the same email, but if you want to do more than 10 times, you can do a different email if you have more emails.
Yeah, okay, so I just figured that out. We can do 10 times with the same email. So everyone watching, be sure to do that for Stephanie.
Thank you. You can go to missteenusa.com to vote.
I voted.
Oh, thanks.
Stephanie, be sure to put that link on Google Plus so that we can reshare it on Google Plus also.
Okay, in the chat?
No, actually, after the show, just put it in your Google Plus stream.
Okay.
And as a posting on Google Plus, and then we can reshare it throughout Google Plus too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that everyone can see that and how to. I think we've all already voted for you, but
oh, well, thanks.
We'll be sure to vote for you more. Hold on, I actually have I wanted to show you guys. This is Stephanie and I at her send-off party.
Oh, I love that picture.
So do I. And her dress, you said you wore that dress to prom, right?
I did, yeah.
It was really pretty, but that was at her send-off party. It was a lot of fun. Oops.
Okay. A pretty dress.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw a lot of pageant girls that we competed with. It was fun.
I can't believe it. And Stephanie and I competed with each other, like 2 years ago, and there were girls.
2011.
Girls I haven't seen in 2 years were there. That was crazy. I know some of them are coming onto the show later on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that'll be really exciting. So, Megan, you and Aaron are leaving for Orlando. You're leaving later than Aaron, aren't you?
I leave on the 23rd, but in Chicago. It's to Chicago.
And did you find a roommate yet?
No, I'm going to be by myself. I didn't know, like,
I've got your roommate.
Well, Aaron got your roommate.
Megan.
Yeah.
Contact Miss Wales International. I'll give you her link. She needs a roommate too.
Well, I figured I'd be by myself instead, but.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. I already paid for my room though, so it's too late.
Cool.
Can you be by yourself? Because I remember USA, they made us have roommates, but at this last pageant, I didn't at all.
That's what I thought too, and then they told me I didn't, so I just went ahead and I got my own room. But it was like there was no more rooms left. I got the last room they had for the week, and I thought they went ahead and they booked our rooms for us or something, but they don't.
They don't?
No, you have to do it on your own.
That's crazy. Do you room with someone?
Yeah, we all have to. Mm-hmm.
Do you know
there's like 51 girls, so it's going to be like someone odd, someone by themselves. I'm rooming with an Illinois teen. I already met her. She's really nice.
That's good. Because, my pageant, your parents were allowed to stay with you. And I know USA, it was never like that. You can't even see your parents, can you?
I know, you can't. They can't be on our level, on our floor.
I know. That's like a downfall. Because don't you just want to see your parents? Yeah,
and just, like, help out. Like, I don't know. That is nice that you had your mom at your pageant.
Oh, it was so helpful.
Yeah.
It really was. Because I couldn't imagine. I'd be running around like a chicken with my head cut off if I didn't. I really would. I'd be a mess.
Yeah, and I don't have my phone in the Bahamas either, so I can't, like, call anyone.
You don't? Why not? Do they say you can't? Or you just
Well, it's out of the country, so I think it'll be very expensive. I have to talk to AT&T and see. I have to, like, do that soon.
Right, you'll be roaming in the Bahamas.
Yeah, and I might not even get service there, so phoneless. We'll be very busy, though, so.
Chastity, were you going to say something? Oh, she's on the phone. Never mind. So, Diana, you're in Alabama, right? I think she's muted. Never mind. Diana? So, Erin, tell us what you've been up to lately. Has anything new gone on?
Wow, a lot. The platform that I have for Miss International, the charity has actually made me an honorary member of their charity. They have also made me like one of their ambassadors for Scotland, and I am going to London to meet them all, and it's all crazy. They're building a big new centre to help people with disfigurement and burn survivors, and I'm going to be the person that's going to be like the boss of that in Scotland. So it's really exciting that, you know, I've been working on my platform, but now it's just totally kicked off. And as well as doing that, I'm also like going on British TV, and I'm doing like magazines and stuff, national magazines. So yeah, it's really exciting. I've got loads to do. Keeping myself busy.
That is great. And first, I don't think, some people may not know your story, but Erin is a burn survivor, so, and she truly has an amazing story. I don't know if some people alive might not know that. But yeah, you do a whole lot. You really are amazing. Well, I was going to ask you something else. Do you have a picture from the, oh wait, you didn't get a picture with the Queen, did you? Did you tell us that?
Oh, I've got a picture of me going to the Queen's Garden party.
Do you have that? Can we see it?
Yeah, I'll just get it up. I'll just talk away while I get this up.
Okay. So, Stephanie, what are you doing for last-minute preparations before you leave?
Well, the day before I'm getting my toes and nails done. But, yeah, of course. And then I have 2 appearances this week, talking about self-esteem to kids. And I actually have, one of them is at my high school that I just graduated from, so that's cool to go back.
Wow, and do you know how many appearances have you done? Have you counted or kept track?
I have not counted. I've done so many. I try to do as much as possible. I really like them.
You really have. I feel like every time I try to contact you, you are always doing an appearance.
Thanks.
That's really good, though. Erin, let's see your picture. I don't think I can see it for some reason. Oh, there it is. We didn't see it.
Screen again.
Is that up? All right, it's not up. There we go.
Yeah.
Very fancy. I like it.
Look at her. Is that like a headband or a hat?
Yeah, it's what we call a fascinator. So it's like a little hat on a headband.
That's
They're very
cool.
popular here.
That's so cool.
That would be so fun to dress up for that party.
Right? Or where was it, the royal wedding where they all wore those huge hats?
Reminds me of the movie What a Girl Wants when she went to that party.
Oh my gosh, I know.
It was at the Queen's Scottish Palace.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Megan, did you have a picture to
trouble
show us?
getting in? Are you using like an iPhone or an iPad, I mean, or a cell phone or something? Okay, yeah. This is a Hangout on air since it's being broadcast live. For some reason, they don't let you join with a mobile device. You have to join with
You, Craig.
or a regular computer.
There we go. All right, Megan, let's see your picture.
It keeps disappearing. I don't know why. My internet connection's not really working that right now.
What's it of?
This is the dresses in this picture. I did a photo shoot with Miss Haiti International.
Oh, cool.
And we did it in Palm Beach, but the dresses that we're wearing, the lady in the middle, she owns a store. It's called Island Breeze Sunset Beach, and I believe it's in South Carolina, but she has some amazing stuff if you're located in there. I haven't been to her actual store, but I've done a lot of shoots with her dresses for her. Her and her husband, they're just like amazing people. They do a lot of volunteer work, a lot for the community. So if you're located in South Carolina, you might want to check out Island Breeze Sunset Beach. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
That's cool. Is that where you got your dress that you're wearing there?
No, but I've got like the dress that I'm wearing in that picture. I have one kind of similar to that from her, but I don't wear that for stage. But she does have some beautiful stage gowns.
Right. That is really pretty. Okay, so we all remember that. Chastity, tell us about projects that you're working on. Or maybe you're working on some, aren't you?
Actually, I just got a poster board. I'm going to start on a collage probably tomorrow. I've been waiting to start on it only since I haven't been out to the store in weeks. So I'm excited about that. Other than that, I'm working on 2 projects for his Segway design. I'm actually working on that as we do the show, so if you see me blank out, it's because of that. Anything to share right now? Nothing.
I don't know if any of you saw the videos that my Chastity, my sister, and I did.
Those are funny.
But there's one of Chastity. If you haven't, you need to be sure.
Did you guys see that one?
Let me see if I can pull up one of the pictures.
And you need to see Chastity being a beauty queen. It is so funny.
That was so funny.
You watched it?
Yeah. I was like, everybody, come and look at this. Come and look at this.
You did.
What did they say?
I wish we could show.
Like, oh my God, is she actually a beauty queen?
Yes,
Yeah.
she is. In her own way. Look
I
at that
put one of the
picture.
pictures up. And then the other one for close up. Where's the other one?
Chastity was so funny in that.
I like to make people laugh.
And look what she did. She made her makeup all messed up and stuff too.
And then
her earrings. Notice her earrings. That was so funny.
That was lots of fun to make.
Paige, I forgot to tell you. You know how, like, you asked me what I'm up to. I forgot to tell you I'm a model for a new hair extension brand in Scotland, and I just got a photo done, which I'm using as my picture for my, you know, my autograph picture for Miss International.
Oh my gosh.
That's really pretty.
Wow.
You could like dress up as Wonder Woman with that hair.
I know, right? I want hair like that. Your hair, it's like so full. Stephanie, have you ever worn extensions?
No, I've always had natural hair. People tell me it's really long right now. I don't think so because my hair is pretty long. It's a good length, I think.
Right.
So people ask me if I'm wearing extensions, but no, it's all natural.
I know I've had to before just for volume in my hair.
Yeah, it's good for volume.
Because my hair tends to be
But I don't know if I
flat.
want it like actually glued in my head. That wouldn't be good.
Oh, I know. That might hurt. But some people have to do it.
Yeah.
So tell them about the pageant I went to. I saw Anne was crowned this weekend. Or
Oh, yeah,
a couple days
sorry,
ago.
everyone. Anne McConnell, who's been on here before, she was Maryland America Mrs., and she won her pageant. So she is America Mrs. now.
They have the coolest crowns.
That's
They
so
are
cool.
huge. You should see her crown.
She has it. Chastity put up a picture. Look. It's bigger than her.
Oh.
And I wasn't able to go because I was at Stephanie's send-off party, but my mom said she looks so beautiful.
Oh yeah, the Miss contestants they were really amazing. There wasn't a lot of them, but they were very strong. And one of the judges told me later that Anne was definitely the best, the cream of the crop, but they were all phenomenal.
So are you going to get her back on the show?
Next week.
Great.
Yeah, I think she had a family. She has 4 children, so I'm sure she's quite busy.
I know. I don't know how she juggles it all, but I guess all of us do. Like Erin with how many? Like 6 titles. So.
Stephanie, did you hear that? Erin has 6 titles.
Oh my gosh. What
Could you
are they?
imagine that? And you have 1 in all the things that you do.
Tell me your titles.
Base of Forth Valley, Miss Scotland International, Miss United Nations International, Sterling's Dazzling Beauty, Miss Sterling Supranational,
You can't remember all of them.
So she can't remember them all.
So I guess the pageant systems let you have more titles. They have to.
Yeah, it's kind of a controversial thing that has actually just been discussed while I was late coming in. Some people agree with it, some people don't. But as I said before, I personally think that it's down to the person. I mean, I don't just work for one charity or have one platform, I have 4. And I manage to do that perfectly fine. So if I can manage to do it, I don't see why I shouldn't be allowed to. But there has been comments made from not very pleasant people that, well, you don't stand a chance and the judges won't pick you if they don't think you're going to be completely dedicated. But to be quite honest, I'm dedicated to everything I do. So for somebody to turn around and say, well, you won't be given a title because they think you can't take on any more, it's really for them to know how I'm coping right now, and if they see fit, then definitely I can take on more. If not, fair enough. I completely agree with their judgment.
Yeah, I mean, those people don't know your life, so they can't really be the ones to judge. And I agree with you. Like, you can do a lot, you can multitask, so why not?
Yeah.
Megan, you're going to the same pageant as Erin. How much does interview and swimsuit and those different things, what is the percentages?
I'm not positive about the percentages exactly, but I know that interview is prime in this pageant. If you don't do well in an interview, then you're not going to do well, at all.
It's 40% interview, 15% fitness, 15% is it funwear?
Fun fashion.
Yeah, fun fashion, and 15% evening gown.
What about yours? Yeah, Stephanie, what about yours? I tried to look up USA and it wasn't real clear.
I think it's just split in half, like between swimsuit, evening gown, and interview. There's not like 50% this. It's like the same. It's equal for everything.
I feel like interview is always more.
I thought it was swimsuit for USA.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what people think, but I think it's pretty equal. That's what I've heard.
Well, and Erin and Megan, what do you have to do for fitness? Do you just wear like fitness clothes, or do you have to do something?
We have this sportswear. We all got the same outfit. It's like a black and red sports bra and black and red little teeny shorts that are really tiny, and then sneakers. We don't wear heels, which is a lot more difficult because I've worn heels in a fitness competition, and your legs look so much better in heels. So now we're in flats.
Yeah.
So I'm I really have to tone my legs up,
Do you know what's so weird is this one girl, when I was at my pageant, she said in her fitness competition they actually had to do push-ups and things like that on stage.
That's
what's
weird.
Team America does that.
Could you imagine doing that?
I would stay right there.
I would be so nervous. I think I would trip.
I can't do push-ups, though.
Know your dog?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's one of them.
Oh, I think Diana asked about Erin's story.
Yeah, Erin, if you want to tell people real quick your story. Some people may not know.
Basically, 3 years ago, I was badly burned in a house fire, and 50% of my body got burned. My face didn't get burned, but as you know, as young women, we're all very conscious of our bodies, and I was told, my parents were told I wouldn't live. I had a 20% chance of survival. I was told I'd never walk again, I'd never stand properly again, and my hair would never grow back. Being the young, determined Scottish woman I am, I bravely fought back. I've learned to walk again. I can do basically everything I've done before, and even more. It's given me more determination. And to date, I have raised over, I think it works over $125,000 for the firefighters that saved me. And I've just been awarded Young Scottish Person of the Year. So I'm getting into my life. And basically, I entered beauty pageants to see if this part of the beauty world would accept disfigurement. I've been welcomed with open arms, and a lot of the girls admire me for it, and they're great and fantastic, and I've made lots of friends. And I'm hoping that I place somewhere in an international pageant, not to do it for myself, but to do it for my friends that are disfigured as well, to show them there's a life beyond their disfigurement.
Wow, you deserve six titles. I mean, you went through a lot. You're an amazing woman.
Thank you.
We love Erin, but she knows that.
As all the other young women are that are watching and on the show.
Right. Craig, do we have any live questions?
Nothing right now on YouTube. I don't know if there's anything on. I'm not watching Facebook.
Nothing on Facebook.
Is that your other picture, Erin?
Yeah, that was the first one taken. Still smiling.
Always. Wow.
So, Megan, when do you find out if you're a finalist? I know you're a finalist, but when do you find out if you were selected for the Venus swimsuit model search?
I've been selected for the top 12. They were going to narrow it down to 10, but I guess some people tied. So we're competing on August 9th in Jacksonville, Florida, for the Miss Venus. So we all have to go back and compete in our swimsuits. And I'm competing against Lisette Garcia, who was Miss Florida USA for 2010, I think.
And we say compete. What does that mean?
It's going to be like a swimwear competition. Just like in a pageant, but just swimwear.
Oh, interesting. No photographs?
Of what?
No photographs? In other words, do they also photograph you to see how you look in the swimsuit? Or is it just, you model them?
They haven't told me that yet. I bet they do, though. And I know after the person that wins gets like $1,000. We already all won $500 for placing. And then we get to, you do like a test shoot with them, and then if they like you, then you end up in their catalog.
Yeah, did you hear about that, Megan, about that Florida's first legally blind contestant? She finished top number 1.
Yeah, Connor Boss. My friend Michelle Gary, she won the pageant, and then Connor Boss was, I believe, 4th or 5th runner-up. I'm not positive exactly, but she did really well. She said she counts her steps.
Is this for USA?
Yeah, Florida
I
USA.
watched the ending too, like when she was crowned, and I never seen an ending like that. Like wasn't there like a break between the 4th runner-up and the rest of them?
Yeah.
Like during the crown, that's really strange to me. Like
why did they
keep
do
them
Stephanie?
waiting. There was a break, like they had a break between when they announced the 4th runner-up and the rest of them.
Wow.
And then what they did was they put like the 4 girls into like 2 separate groups. So they had like a first runner-up for each group, and then those 2 girls were in the end, and it was really different.
I competed there last year. Yeah, that was a lot of people talked about. I think they started that last year.
Really, that would be like so nerve-wracking if you're there, like in the top 2.
And if you look, like all the girls in the background too, that were the ones that didn't make it in the top group, they looked so beautiful. I was looking at all of them. I was like, whoa, like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're all very beautiful.
Yeah.
Who is the baby?
Want to bring him in here?
So, Dan, what do you have to say about all these beauty queens and these models and so forth? What is your input on this?
I think it's neat. I think it because they're all in it for different reasons, and I've met most of these young ladies in the past. We got to look at this kid. Is this your son or your brother?
No, this is my whoa. He's not going to. This is my friend's nephew.
Oh, neat.
James.
How old?
How old is he? 18 months, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say about 1.5 years.
16 or 17 months, they said. Where are you going, buddy?
I guess the thing is too, Dan, what so many people don't understand is so much work goes behind these. These women are very accomplished, you know, and things like that, and they really don't get all the credit. I think everybody doesn't really know what all their, you know, their accomplishments.
It's a lot like athletics in that it's years of learning the trade and riding the circuit, right? And the parents encourage you, but you have to have the contestant has to be motivated. Yeah, a lot of them, I mean, they start out really young or they start out in their teens or whatever, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of prep work, and there's all different types of, there's all levels of competition. I draw a big analogy to youth sports and all the way up to the pros, right? But it's a young woman's game in a large sense, right? But I guess, I mean, I'm sure there's a Miss Senior USA or, you know, I mean. Oh yeah, don't even go. We had tons. We had Miss Jacksonville Senior on. They're that's
just
awesome.
Yeah, it was really. In fact, we have more mature title holders coming on this show, but I mean, they all just. I think the thing is that what happens is that when, you know, this is the time. Ann said it perfectly. It's a bonding time with the contestants and their parents. And also, too, it's a time when women can stand up and say, these are my accomplishments, and they're not looked down upon for being, telling them.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I can tell you one thing, it's no small accomplishment that these ladies have been able to get in this hangout. I've been on the phone with several throughout the show that haven't been able to get in. So that right there is a litmus test and shows that you all are determined and putting this show together and doing it every week, and I think you'll be rewarded for it if you keep after it and keep working at it. You're gonna see that this is the wave of the future.
Especially with Aaron, you're always up till 2 o'clock in the morning where you are.
Right.
You've been on here for like how many weeks straight since you a couple weeks ago when you first showed.
Yeah, it's like, it's just 5 minutes to 2 in the morning here.
She's a night owl.
Literally, I've got a suitcase lying all over my bed of clothes. My room's just an absolute bomb site. I need to...
Well, with 6 titles, she probably works 24 hours a day anyway.
Right? And she doesn't even, you don't even look tired. How does that work, Aaron?
I've just had a tan done. That's maybe what it is.
Wow. Everyone that's watching, be sure to watch, rate, and comment our show. And I wanted to ask you guys, Stephanie, is your mom a pageant mom?
What do you mean by pageant mom?
You know what I mean.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Well, not the typical pageant mom, because I haven't done pageants all my life, and it was my choice to do it. And she wasn't, like, it was my choice to do it again for 2012. So it was all up to me. No one really pushed me to do it. So she always supported me, though. She definitely supported me, but she wasn't like, oh, you have to do this, you know.
Right. What about you guys, Megan and Aaron?
My mum, obviously, with my situation, was a bit wary. She doesn't want me to get hurt. She knows there's a lot of judgmental people in the beauty industry, and she was very scared that I would get nasty comments, which I have. I've had nasty comments, but I can deal with them, and that's why I'm going on British TV to set the record straight about beauty pageants, because I'm fed up of UK TV channels painting a picture that beauty pageants are all about one thing, which is prancing about on a stage.
Yeah, I saw that there was like, it was in London. Miss World was in London last year, right?
Yeah.
And I saw online, like, there was an article about how people were in front of the building where it was at, and they were like all against it, and it was really big in the news. Yeah, like women were just like standing there, like having a strike against it. I guess.
The reason I'm going on British TV is because there's a particular TV channel over here called Channel 4, who like to create documentaries, but they like to create the documentary around a story they would like the public to see. This has caused a lot of trouble, and therefore there's a wrong perception of beauty pageants over here.
Excuse me, it's over here too, Erin.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
They don't pay attention to it, and they just assume.
Yeah, lots of people assume, and my mum, for one, she assumed. I even assumed before I entered. You know, I was oblivious, but my opinions completely changed, and so has my family's, and they'll support me in whatever I do, regardless.
Well, they bill it also too. The scholarship. There's always a lot of scholarship money, so it's no different. Like what Dan said, the analogy of it's like an athlete. You know, you guys have to be in great condition. You have to do numerous appearances. There's a lot of stamina and things like that. And who can say, like, who's that swimmer that's good looking? I mean, he should be in a beauty pageant. What's the one who's the one Paige that's from Baltimore?
Michael Phelps?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, I was going to ask you, will it be recorded? Will we be able to watch you on the television show?
Yeah, I'll be able to get a link. It goes out on British TV at something like 8 in the morning. As soon as that interview's done, it gets put right on the internet, so it'll go straight up.
Okay, well, I'll be sure to watch it then.
So Megan's the same thing, right? Megan's too. They're both streamed. Megan, are you streamed also?
What do you mean?
In other words, aren't they at the same pageant, Erin and Megan?
No, I was talking about her being on the television show.
When is the day of the television show?
Well, British television being them, they're basically going to call me tomorrow morning, and if I'm needed in England, in London, England, they will fly me up tomorrow night and record it. If not, they will let me know the next day and fly me up, so they don't give you a lot of notice.
Yeah,
no. Wow. At least they fly you. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, but is your pageant streamed live? Do you know?
We lost Megan.
I'm not sure. That's one I definitely want to find out, because I'd love everybody at home to be watching. So.
Yes, we would all love. I would be sure to watch it.
We know Stephanie's is streamed live.
Of course we do.
When is the date of your pageant, Erin?
It is now I arrive on the 22nd. It all kicks off on the 23rd. I think the final is on the 28th, if I'm correct.
That's mine too, so I can't watch you. We'll be competing. Probably at the same time.
Well, what am I going to do? How do I watch both? I have to go back and forth.
You have to get like 2 computers
I will.
each other.
I'll set myself out 2 computers.
So, Stephanie, you're telling everyone that they can vote up to 10 times a day, same email address, same name, 10 times a day, correct?
Yeah, I told them, yep, so everyone knows.
At MissTeamUSA.com. Yep.
10 times.
And the voting ends on the 27th after prelims.
Okay, it's up to the 27th? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be sure to do that. Does anyone have any news or anything to say? Before, I think we'll probably wrap up in a little bit, but did you guys have anything news or anything? No? Okay, then we can go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
was just going to say, I'm reading this thing now about Miss Rhode Island, and the headline, this is from Boston.com. Miss USA Olivia Culpo has played the cello. The headline is, Olivia Culpo entered pageants on a lark, came home Miss USA. It says that she played the cello with the Boston Youth Symphony orchestras, but she has another lesser-known talent, tying a cherry stem with her tongue in less than 10 seconds. Said, I was actually going to do this on the Kelly Ripa show, but it was cut because it was too boring. And she's probably the biggest news that's happened in Rhode Island this year, said a family friend. He rattled off all this bad stuff, 11% unemployment right there, but said it's a breath of fresh air for her to represent the state and the country.
Good.
She left with enough outfits to change 3 times a day for the grueling series of appearances and events.
Yeah.
She had no expectation of winning the 61st Miss USA pageant. She returned with an entourage, a videographer, a PR rep carrying her crown sealed in a case, and 2 security men dressed in black suits who stood guard outside. As Miss USA, she also receives a stipend and lives rent-free in a Manhattan apartment overlooking Central Park. Upon arrival, the $300,000 diamond and emerald-studded crown was hidden away. She didn't need it. This is the one place she won't be treated like royalty for the next year. Her father, owner of restaurants, told her, and he said I sent her a goofy text saying, "Listen, your room's a mess. Have the plane stop in Providence because you have to clean your room." He said.
That's gonna be Stephanie when she comes back.
Yeah, Stephanie. Do you mean do you guys get to keep that crown, or is it just like a crown that passed from queen to queen?
The Miss Teen USA crown or my crown?
Well, he's actually talking about Miss USA's crown.
This is what I heard. I heard that the actual crown is passed down, but then there's like a duplicate that each girl gets, but I don't think it's worth as much. That's what I heard, because they do have to pass the actual crown down.
Doesn't Donald Trump own that pageant?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He's not giving them all a $300,000 crown.
No, it's a really nice crown, but the crown has changed over the years, so there are different versions. But I get to keep my crown. Every state pageant holder gets to keep their crown.
How much is that one worth then, Stephanie?
Well, to me, a lot.
Oh, that's
crystal.
It's crystal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's crystal because it has to keep shining.
Oh, yeah, that was great when Olivia won. She was beautiful, though. Absolutely
she
stunning.
was. Rhode Island.
She's gorgeous.
They all were, really.
Really.
I know. I wish we could have saw Nana at your party, but
I know.
Make it.
Yeah, she's up in New York right now.
Wait until they all get a load of Stephanie.
Oh, I know, right? I can't wait.
Stephanie, if you win, you have to promise to come. You have to be on the next Monday, Pageant Live. Tell Donald. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll definitely be here. Either way.
That's right.
They all say that, but when they get rich and famous, we never hear from them again.
No, she'll make Pageant Live big. Yeah, we know where she lives.
That's the difference. We know where she lives.
I'll be here, guys.
Thanks, Stephanie. All right, did you guys want to go around and promote yourself and say anything, Chastity?
Sure. I'll share something that I haven't shared in a while. For my art business, again, of course. But this is my actual shop online. For the past couple of weeks, I've been showing some things I made custom. But this actually I reproduce ones that people like. The most recently added are these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one I really like, only because I really like simple things. And like Craig was saying earlier on the show, there's some people who say they'll do something but don't, and then there's a small percentage that actually do. And that's one of my pet peeves, is integrity. So it's like, if you want to talk big, you got to back it up too. And it's actually a scripture sort of talking about that. Really, it's about faith. If you're going to say you're going to believe for something, then actually put your work in for it. And then this one I just made. It has no really Christian reference to it, except for this car I saw. I really love vintage kind of beat-up cars. And I saw this one, and I thought it would be a pretty good picture, so did some photo manipulation, and this is what it turned out to be. My friends think I should make it a t-shirt, and I was like, that'd be awesome. But I don't have the materials to do that myself. And that's all. It's on Etsy.com, and you can see the different kinds of things. A lot of them are scripture-based pictures. And that's all.
Really cool.
Do you also have a link from cnicole.com?
Oh, yes. That's, let me put up my lower third.
Oh, right.
One
Well,
second.
we don't see it while you're screen sharing. Yeah, you have to put it up now.
I don't know why this is pausing. Anyway, it is cnicole.com, CNYCOLE.com, and that's where my other portfolio is. I'll probably pull it up. And this is it. So you can see all the other little custom handmade stuff I'm doing or worked on in the past. And that's all I have for today.
That's great.
And Dan left his chair. Oh, here comes Dan. Dan can tell us about what he's up to.
I'm Dan McDermott. I'm a friend of Craig's and Diana and Paige. And I've met most of the folks in here. I'm the host of Google Plus Week, and that's a show on Friday night, but that's a tech show. Totally, we don't have very many beautiful people in Google Plus Week.
Hey, I'm sure you do.
Maybe a bunch of geeks, but it's fun, and this is a fun group.
And that's at 8 o'clock, right? Fridays?
8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. A 1-year anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks, so we're excited.
Oh, congratulations!
Thanks.
That's awesome. Diana,
I have a question.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Dan, since you're explaining that it's a whole bunch of geeks, did you guys go to Comic-Con? Do you guys have any people in Comic-Con?
I'm in Virginia, so I did not. I don't know where. I think wasn't in California, so I don't even know where it was, but it wasn't near me. But I'm not a big comic. I remember when I was a little kid, I read comics, and I actually bought one because I was in a store, and I didn't want to be rude, and so I was actually trying to. I'm a newspaper publisher, so I was in Lynchburg when we were starting a newspaper, and I went in the store to try to get them to let us put the newspapers in there. So I didn't want to be rude, so I bought a comic book. I forget what it was, like whatever, and I was surprised that there were no ads in it. When I was a kid, and when Craig was a kid, in the back of the comics there was stuff like the glasses to see through your hand, and the magic tricks, and the Charles Atlas, the little thing with the guy, someone kicked sand in his face, and he got the Charles Atlas book.
Ooh, you're dating yourself there, buddy.
Yeah. So now all that's gone. None of that stuff's in the comic books. I didn't even know they still had comic books. Apparently they do.
Well, yeah, I'm a dork, so I wanted to go to Comic-Con. I don't read, comic books, but they have a whole bunch of people dressing up in costumes, and I like to do that, so.
What would you be, Cassidy? What would you dress up as?
A beauty queen.
Pam, what do you always call me? Pam. Oh, can't you hear me?
Tell me.
She always calls me a fairy, so kind of something along those lines.
A fairy?
Or
the next time we do a video, we should have her dress up as a fairy.
I don't have that costume anymore.
I bet she would stop traffic at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Dressed as a fairy walking through.
I wanted to do something from I want to be, even though I'm brown, I want to be the Black Widow from, from Iron Man. I was like, that's so cool. Oh, I guess I could be Catwoman. That's more perfect.
There you go.
But I don't know. I just love costumes and stuff. I think it's really fun.
You're so funny, Jeff.
So, Erin, what can you tell everyone? What's going on with you?
I'm just going to share a picture with you to show you where I live. I don't know if you've all seen the movie Braveheart. I actually live where it really happened, not where Mel Gibson was. So this is actually where it really happened. This is Wallace's monument, and if you look beyond far into the picture, the little town behind it at the bottom of the hills, that's where I live.
Do you live in that castle?
I live, the town right behind it at the very top peak. I live there.
Wow.
And
when you live in the castle, we'd believe it.
That is Wallace's monument, and William Wallace, who is Braveheart, his sword actually is held in that monument, along with his belongings from when Braveheart really happened all the years ago. And so I'm very proud to live in such a historic country, and we always have hundreds of American visitors over to see the lovely statue they've made, not of William Wallace, but of Mel Gibson at the bottom of his monument.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country over there. Nice and green.
That
is
beautiful.
We'll come visit you.
Paige, I think we skipped Diana.
Oh, Diana.
Diana, did you want to say something? Tell us about yourself. You can't hear. She can't hear. I don't know. She must be muted or something. So we'll go on to Stephanie until we can get Diana back.
Alright, well, you guys can always follow me on Twitter, RealMissNDTeen. And please vote for Maryland on MissTeenUSA.com. You can vote up to 10 times a day per email account.
Thanks, Stephanie. Pam, did you have anything?
Yes, as Peg said previously, Dawn Reese is looking for pageant reporters. There's an example of a pageant reporter on Facebook, the Pageantlive Facebook. So it's a really neat opportunity for people who want to get into special events. You actually get a event pass. Also, too, remember Amanda Gomes is having her international photo contest, The Faith of Ramps to Runway. So everybody look for that also.
Thanks. And then if you want to add me on Facebook, you can. My name is IJM Paige Clark. Also, be sure to like, comment, and share our show. And if you are interested on coming on our show, you can email me at show@pageantlive.com. Also, remember that we have a Twitter at Pageantlive. What else do we have? We have everything, but
we're going to start having Craig is going to create an instructional piece for people to be able to get on Google+. It's really not that difficult, but hopefully that will help assist people out there to be able to get on the show.
Yeah, and for folks that do want to get on the show, you might want to reach out to us before next Monday and do a couple of test hangouts and make sure everything's working. We had one young lady that we hung out with earlier today once, and then she couldn't get into the hangout on air. So we probably should do a couple of tests and just make sure that everything is working before Monday rolls around.
Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for coming, and be sure to like, comment, and share our show.
Thank you for watching.
Everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm going to stop the local recording now, and we are, let's see, make sure I got it. Okay, we got the recording in the can here locally, and I'm going to keep the broadcast going for just a couple of minutes here. I guess we lost Megan, right?
We lost Megan. How many live did we have tonight?
I wanted to do a speed test with her. The live number varied quite a bit. It was anywhere from a low of like 10 people up to like the 40s was about where it was peaking out.
That was kind of low. We normally go up a little bit higher than that, don't we?
I think we need to have a full house, and we need to have a little more momentum. But as far as the sharing and liking and all that, remember, there's each platform that we're dealing with here. We're dealing with Facebook, we're dealing with Twitter, retweeting, and we're dealing with Google+. And on Google+, not only can you +1 something, but you can comment, and then there's that share arrow where you share it onto your feed. So we've got 3 things. We've already got Pam bored.
I know, right?
No. 5 o'clock in the morning is what got me bored.
Yeah. So
that's when I got up.
So, and if anybody has any problem with any of that, just get in touch, and we'll do what we need to do so that everybody is familiar with what we're supposed to be doing here.
Craig, what was wrong with that woman, that young woman, Sarah? Why couldn't she get on?
I don't know. First, she was trying to get on with like an iPad or something, and you can't get on a Hangout on Air with that. But then she tried to get on with a regular laptop, and she couldn't get on. She got the same error message, not supported or whatever, that same error message. And I invited her again. I sent another invite to her, and she tried to get in, and she got the error, not supported, even on her laptop. So
yeah, but Aaron had that one time. Aaron, remember when you were having difficulties getting in? What was your error message?
It was, your account is not supported.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep, we've had several people have that same problem, and I don't know what causes it.
I've now got 2 Google accounts. The one that I was using previously that worked once suddenly said it was not supporting, so I quickly rushed while you were all waiting on me. I rushed and set up a new one, and I've been able to get on it ever since I set up a new one.
So Dan, what is that all about? Have you heard that before, that error?
No, I haven't, because he mentioned in the beginning, and I had never heard of that error.
We've had actually quite a few people actually experience that.
And they're clicking on a link, sending an email.
Well, yeah, but where I see it is usually when we're live. For some reason, when we started
Dan,
live.
I also sent her another invitation, and through the invitation, she clicked to get in, and she got the same error.
Yeah,
she logged into Google Plus?
Yep. She was logged in, she clicked on the link, and she got that same error message.
That's a weird error. Can you, I have some resources. Can you email me that error, and I can send it to some powers that be?
Well, I didn't write it down, the exact wording.
Or if you'll just post it, just do a post, and I'll share it.
Can you, Aaron?
Yeah.
Can you put in a post on Google Plus what you experienced?
Yeah.
With that account?
Ideally, you would, the next time that they get that error message, get them to click, if they're on a Windows machine, click the print screen button to get a screen capture of that exact message, and email it to Craig, and he can post it.
I'll go into the other account, and I'll try and join a Hangout, and then I'll print it off there.
Okay, you know how to do a screen capture on it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I can post it and we'll get an answer quick.
You know, Dan, but like I said, it seems to be something, it's when we're live that people start having these type of problems. They don't have problems when we hang out with them one-on-one or something like that. It has something to do when we go live. Yeah. It seems to be.
So what you're going to need to do, Pam, is when you do these tests with them, just create a Hangout on air and then have them join that. And then that way you're comparing apples to apples. When you create the Hangout, there's a little checkbox there.
Right.
Just select Hangout on air, and then you don't actually have to start the broadcast, but it'll still be a Hangout on air.
Okay.
And so at least, you know, we're comparing apples to apples.
Don't laugh at me, Aaron.
Okay, I'm gone. Good job, guys. I guess, yeah, there was a lot going on. I think a lot of people are tired from the pageant. I know I am from nationals.
Yeah, 5 o'clock's going to roll around fast, Pam. You got to get some rest. All right, I'm going to end the broadcast because I can do that and still stay in the Hangout, right, Dan?
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, just don't hit exit. Just end broadcast.
Yeah, so they changed that. So